Mostly the food.
Before you came to this one?
Yeah. It was because I was in a college and they didn't know a lot about PWS. They didn't really support me in the first 2 years. Very hard. And I keep trying to lock it and they didn't listen to me. And not a lot of exercise as well.
Terrible bit sicky. Sicky one.
I know the answer to that one. It was some of the staff at your previous home that didn't understand you. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right. Because they were agency staff.
Agency
Staff, not our footler staff who knows me well and knows if they get fraudulent. The agency staff not know if they had any fraudulent, they don't listen to me. Because if footler staff, sometimes they put 2 agency staff and they don't really listen what they're saying to themselves.
They don't understand your problems, your particular problems, do they? No, he fell out with a lot of people. Having said everybody loves him and he loved everybody, he didn't love those that didn't understand his condition at all.
London was a special place for people with disabilities, and it was obviously Jewish because I am from a Jewish family, but they never supported me in Prader-Willi because they didn't have a clue what it was.
They tried, but
they didn't understand, and it took me the wrong way basically. Not their fault, it's just happened. Eating around them, trying to steal food anywhere possible, not realising that it could damage my illness, it could make me very ill, and it did. But on the other hand, now I can't thank Miles and Graham for everything they've done, because now it's changed my whole life completely. It's a new life. I've never felt like this in ages, so good about myself.
I went to a place which is in East Yorkshire, which was not a PWS house, unfortunately, which I had a very bad experience. Every single resident was demoralised. Having to eat off plastic plates, bowls, cups, mugs, you name it. We did it.
When I was young, people used to bully me at school. Yeah, I was in a primary school at first, and then from there went into secondary. Didn't cope very much, and then I went into a special needs school, where obviously I grew up, got the help in my education. There's this particular bully who bullies me the entire year. They kept on bullying me. So on the 3rd time they did it, I reported to my headmaster, and the headmaster said, I'm not having any longer this. So he called the 2 of them in. So then he said, I'm going to take action, which is I'm going to expel you both from the school, and you will never be allowed to come back in. So with then on, I found safe, got my education where I can, and then I said to myself, thank God, I've got rid of the bullies.
People with a sort of problem, which is PWS, it involves food and food generously. People would sort of say to our parents, your son will eat dog food and toothpaste if you can get a hold on it. Go out and literally binge on everything that you can get your hands on, basically. Which then tends to put weight on. And of course, if you go to access, then your health suffers, which means you basically six feet under. I can channel it in a different way. I've sort of decided, well, I can take myself away from the situation and do my writing or play my computer games or jigsaw, and that sort of tells your mind to switch off from the food aspect to combat it in a way.
Most people have got higher anxiety than others, and basically if they've got high anxiety than the others, if they have money on them, they will straight away convert that into food, and once they've converted that into food and they eat it, they'll start piling on the weight, and the more weight you pile up, the more medical issues that you'll gain.
Once you got better, I went back to school, and then because they've got, it's all built in, they've got college on the same thing, it's all built in. I passed one of my small exams, but I can't think which one it was. But I was down at the bottom class, because my brother and sister were up in the other level. I was down the bottom. So I had quite a few friends, but my brother and sister were way up the top of the class. So I was down the bottom, you see.
It took me a while to get used to the food and stuff like that, but eventually went in. All perfect, the food eventually. And the exercise is doing much better than it was. Just more exercise and the food's more controlled. That was the main thing why I came.
No ANZ staff here. none.
And they all understand
Yes,
your
yes,
problem.
frozen, yes.
No, you're just happy.
Yeah,
You don't
happy.
need us anymore.
Happy.
Which is just where we wanted you. Perfect. We're all happy. Live without us now, can't you? We'd just come and see you. We'll bring the dog occasionally. More interested in seeing the dog when we come up than us. Oh, where's the dog? You haven't brought the dog. Not hello, Mum, hello, Dad. Excellent, Nick. That's how it should be.
Coming here and realising that I was very big and to lose the amount of weight that I've lost is incredible. To know that I've got my actual life back, because I literally was on a deathbed. And to come home every time and expect my mum to see me happy, smiling, wanting to go out, wanting to do things, knowing what food to have and what not to have, and being the healthy, normal person as I could ever be, really. It's been a struggle, but obviously in my other place I didn't have the support that I have now.
Yeah.
So that also has an effect.
I've got the care I need, and I've got support, what I need, and it's the best place for me. And I like all the stuff. I like all the stuff, and I do gym and twice a week. Do my talk, and then go to the yard disco and pop trip. I like coming to work, and I've got lots to do here and that. And then bring their stuff in an attic on the trolley. Because all them is my friends. And when they've done all the pallets and get all the overstock done. But the main part, I do the piping thing. And then to lunchtime, and then I go back in the afternoon and finish it all off, and then I'm home time. I love everyone here, and they're polite to me and nice and keep me busy. And all my friends, and I'll go work Christmas Day with them in December.
To tell people what it's good about your disability and help people who want to come to the house and give them more information. Much happier than at my last place.
But being with other people that have got the syndrome as well also helps, because they understand where you're coming from and you understand where they're coming from. So it's supporting one another.
Because I've suffered with it for my life, I can then help my fellow housemates to channel their anxiety, to get them in doing the interesting things as I like doing, like computer games and jigsaws and reading, writing, drama group, and it takes your mind off it completely.
We do a calm dining competition in the house. We all choose a a secret recipe of our own, and we write down the ingredients and the instructions how to cook it, and then we go to the shops, we get the ingredients, pay for it, bring it home, prepare it, and once we prepare it, then we start to cook it, and then we call everyone in. And then we, as we bring the plate out, we get our photograph being taken. We give it to the individual person, and in return, we get a thank you in kindness. Best chef. There isn't a best chef in the house, is there? We all equal.
James, who's one of our members of staff,
Who's the artist?
we then said to him, well, could you create this, having 2 trees, so we can put recognition
And compliments. Into one.
So we could put recognition and compliment to the staff and other people around the house. And then
and they do it to us, don't they?
yeah.
Yeah, I do walks, I do swimming, water aerobics, I do gardening and waiting on animal placement.
Lots of different things. Swimming, I've been this morning swimming, hanging up the shows and putting the right numbers on them, ready to go out in the shop.
Oh, you love your holidays.
Holidays.
Where are you hoping to go next?
Back to Blackpool.
Back to Blackpool?
Already been booked.
Has it? That's good. When is that?
In the summer.
Good.
When it's warmer.
Before, I couldn't actually do anything because I didn't have the energy. Now I go to the gym, now I go for walks, now I go shopping, now I go to the cinema, and I go out, and knowing what to eat and what not to eat, and if I feel the urge to take something, have something else, or say, no, that's not good, Katie, you know what you're doing wrong. Try and come out of it and have something else rather than what you're not meant to.
I've got 2 charity jobs. One is British Heart Foundation, which I do on a Friday afternoon, and the other one is Red Cross, British Red Cross, which I do on a Monday afternoon, Tuesday afternoon, and all day Saturday. And both jobs I serve customers and sort of that. And then my other job is Travis Perkins, which is a paid job. So what makes me happy is socializing with friends, socializing with work friends, even socializing with a partner.
I don't do my regular gym program. The other residents do, but I don't. I get on the upright cycle and I'd pedal for a complete hour, 60 minutes each for the 2 days I go to the gym. And that has helped in a way of I suddenly bit by bit my weight suddenly dropped off, and it kept on dropping off.
Lots of different things. Lots of different things.
How about looking after your grandma?
And well,
Under the weather.
Under weather said, please don't, just keep it in your mind when I go, please keep buying your grandma for me.
And that has stuck in your mind ever since, and you've been down to look after her, spent a week with her, looked after her, and been marvellous, haven't you? You've never forgotten what your granddad told you, and you've carried it out. I think that's something to be really proud of.
I'll never ever get rid of my excess skin. I will never ever. The doctor checked my height, checked my weight. I was down to 26 something. Well, if you can get it down to 12 stone 4, that'll be your reasonable for your body mass index. But I got it down to 12 stone 4.5. Well, last week I was 12 stone 2, so I'd lost some more, and I'm now on build up for breakfast. I think my greatest achievement is being involved in the drama group, stage work, performing on stage in front of a packed audience.
My greatest achievement is losing the weight at the gym, which has brought me to extra for breakfast and build up for lunch, and working in the community. And I've also got my independence around the community as well. So.
From a person that's got Prader-Willi, it doesn't really bother me that I've got it because you can live a perfect normal life. It's just people working with people that understand where you're coming from. And I love going home because I love my dogs. They are my world.
And what we try and do when she's at home is do everything the Gretton way. So we keep to the same kind of food that she's used to, that she's comfortable with, and so it's less of a change. So as a result, she doesn't tend to put on weight when she comes home, which can be difficult, especially over Christmas and Easter and all kinds of things like that. But we do our absolute best to keep her on the straight and narrow. Christmas is the biggest challenge of the year.
This year I actually had the best Christmas I could ever get.
It was her 30th birthday and we had a massive party. In fact, we had 3 parties because we've got a lot to be grateful for.